What's up, y'all? It's Brandon from Flesh and Blood Brothers, and today I wanted to talk about um, kind of the quick hits, like what are some of the most impactful cards from outsiders that we've seen so far pertaining to the classic constructed meta. So these are the cards that I see as standouts. I mean, obviously there's more than this, but I just want to give you my quick thoughts on some of these impactful cards. Um, this one is just a generic common called Scott the Periphery. Look at the top card of target hero's deck, and then the next attack action card you play from Arsenal gains +3 with Go Again. So Rangers will use this very well, um, especially Azalea. I think if you can just get that opt off the top of your deck, and then if you find the right arrow to dominate, good. Otherwise, you can make some plays to make it happen. And assassins, knowing the top card of your opponent's decks can be sometimes relevant, and decks that run Ravenous Rabble can get a quick look to see what they're dealing with, so they can kind of calculate the numbers on their turn, and you get that +3 pump. So, um, yeah, lots of value in here, lots of knowledge. Knowledge is power. Pretty good for a generic common. This is a generic rare, Wreck Havoc. So it's a 2 for 6 and it blocks 2. And it says defense reactions can't be played to Wreck Havoc's Chain Link. And then when it hits a hero, you can turn a card in their arsenal face up and destroy a defense reaction in their arsenal. So this is, the budget Command and Conquer. And yeah, instead of destroying any card in arsenal, it flips it over, and you can destroy that if they have a defense reaction tucked away. So that's a good solid card right there. And another thing is turning their arsenal face up, even if it's not a defense reaction. Sometimes turning a Ranger's arsenal card face up before their turn starts can kind of mess with their plans a little bit. So Wreak Havoc, yeah, budget Command and Conquer, really good against Rangers and defense reaction heavy decks. Generic Majestic Premeditate. So this card is better than Scott the Periphery. And it says next time an attack action card hits a hero, create a ponder token, and the next attack you play from Arsenal gains +3 with Go Again. So that ponder token is going to be incredibly useful for most Rangers, and many decks can use ponder tokens effectively. So that means you can play out your entire hand, use that ponder token to draw a card, and have an arsenal at the end of the turn. So you get +3 and essentially draw a card at the end of the turn. So pretty strong card. I think we'll be seeing like 2 copies of in a lot of decks. Toxicity. This card is pretty crazy. It's an assassin/ranger action. It's a rare. Assassin will benefit more than ranger from these cards. There's a red, yellow, and blue. So the next assassin or ranger attack action card you play this turn gains. When this hits a hero, they lose 5 health. This is exactly what assassin needed, because all of their attacks are for like 3 power, and all their pumps are for 3 power. And a lot of times people can just brush it off and just tank it, and it's just, below rate or just at rate. There's no above rate plays going on. But this is a direct loss of 5 health, which is pretty insane. So that means your opponent has to respect your attacks, and that means they have a smaller hand coming back at you, so it's a big tempo swing. Huge card for Assassin, in my opinion. Huge. Death Touch, another huge card for Assassin/Ranger. It's a rare. It's a 1 for 6 that blocks 2. It can't be played from the hand, but when it hits a hero, you can create a Frailty, Inertia, or Blood Rod Pox token under their control. So Ranger is going to use this beautifully because they load their arsenal all the time, especially Riptide. Assassin, you can get a lucky ponder token, or you just set this up the turn before, put down your arsenal. But yeah, incredibly good card, and all those tokens are powerful, and being able to choose which one at the right time is incredibly powerful. So I'm seeing red all day here. Codex of Bloodrot, another Assassin Ranger. This one is a Majestic. So it costs 0 with Go Again. Each hero puts a card from their hand face down into their arsenal. So again, this combos with Death Touch, just being able to tuck it. You create a Ponder token under your control, and they get a Bloodrot Pox token under their control. So not only are you going to draw that free card at the end of the turn to Arsenal, well, I guess, yeah, so use this, then fire off the card in your Arsenal, and then use the Ponder to get the free Arsenal after turn, which is crazy good, and they get a Bloodrot Pox token. It's pretty insane value. Good card. Toxic Tips, Assassin / Ranger common equipment. This is a direct upgrade for Assassin. All they had was like Iron Rod or Null Rune in the glove slot anyway. But this, you pay 1, and then the next attack action card you play, when this hits, create a Frailty, Inertia, or Bloodrot Pots token under their control. So I can see popping these when you desperately need a tempo swing, or at the end of the game where you can like double stack or triple stack some Bloodrot Pox tokens, and they will not have enough resources to save their life. So yeah, pretty cool there. Ranger, common, Widowmaker. This arrow is pretty insane. Costs 1, base 4, blocks 3. Defense reactions can't be played to the chain link with Widowmaker. And if it's defended by 2 or fewer cards, it has +3. So you know Azalea is going to get this dominate, and it's going to be a 1-for-7 off rip. But for Riptide and other Rangers, this is a great card to just throw out there and say, hey, like, this is my first attack of the turn. It does 4, but it's going to do 7 if you don't respect it with cards. So it's going to slow down their next turn at the very minimum. But yeah, great card and a common. Insane. Barbed Undertow. This is a Ranger Majestic. This is a 1-for-5, blocks 3. And this says, when it has an aim counter, when it hits a hero, choose red, yellow, or blue. Until the start of your next turn, they can't pitch cards of the chosen color. So obviously, you want to give this an aim counter, and you want to have it hit. And that means they can't pitch blues. Or if you're playing against like Draconic heroes, they can't pitch reds. For Dromai, for example. Very powerful card. When they can't pitch the blue, they have to play the blue. So instead of attacks for like 4 and 5, you're going to see attacks for like 1 and 2. So awesome card. They have to respect it. I think it's going to make an impact in the CC for sure. One of the better legendaries in this set is Trench of Sunken Treasure. It's a Ranger chest piece. So once per turn instant, put a face down card from your arsenal on the bottom of your deck and gain a resource. It has AB1 and Blade Break with 1 defense. So Riptide, I think, is going to use this the most. You can use that face down card in your arsenal. Anytime someone threatens your arsenal or anything, just tuck it down and gain that resource. And then with his ability, anytime you play a card from hand, you can put a card in your arsenal. So if your arsenal's kind of jammed up, tuck it down, gain the resource, play the card from hand, tuck something else from your hand into your arsenal, and you're good to go. So I think that's going to have a lot of value, especially in Riptide, but I'm sure other Rangers can do some cool things with that, plus using New Horizon for this second arsenal when you have one face up, you have one face up card, one face down card, you can keep tucking down that face down card for resource here and there throughout the game. Descendant Gust Wave, Ninja Common. This is one of the new combo pieces. So they have Surging Strike. If Surging Strike was the last attack, this costs 1 less to play and has +2. So if you don't have Surging Strike, fine. It's a 1-for-3 with Go Again with more combo pieces after it. But if you do have the Surging Strike, 2-for-5 Go Again, and then combo with this is going to be a 0-for-5 with Go Again. So it's going to enable some very crazy turns, very, very above rate for a ninja, and it's going to be a new staple in my opinion. And so is this, Bonds of Ancestry. This is a ninja rare. So if a card with Gust Wave in its name was the last attack, this costs 2 less and has Go Again. And then you can banish a card with combo from your graveyard, search your deck with the card for that same name, banish it, and shuffle. You may play this combat chain. So just crazy lines here. tutoring another card. This will be a 0 for 4 with go again, and get another card to play this turn of your choice with combo on it. So pretty insane plays you can do here. And again, with the Ascendant Gust Wave and Bonds, you're going to have some crazy big turns, and it's going to be a very strong combo line for Ninja. And then, yeah, Dishonor. So this goes with the other two. This is a 0 for 2. Blocks 3. If Bonds of Ancestry was the last attack this combat chain does, has +2, so 0 for 4. When it hits, if you control Surging Strike, Descendant Gust Wave, and Bonds of Ancestry in the combat chain here, that hero loses all abilities for the rest of the game. So Briar's going to have a blank text box. Icelander's going to have a blank text box. Riptide's going to have a blank text box. This is going to be pretty strong against almost every hero in existence. So this combo line is going to be one to build your deck around, in my opinion. It's just very strong, very cheap, and very... It's very doable to pull this off, I would say, with 3 copies of each. So those are my early impact heavy hitters from Outsiders. I'm excited to see what impact it has on CC. I think Ninja got a big boost. Ranger got a big boost. Assassin, probably fun in Blitz. I don't see them making a huge impact in Classic Constructed unless you can really, really use Toxicity and Death Touch and these codexes to mastery. I think these are going to be your big value bangs in Assassin. So we'll just see how it goes. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned more about Outsiders. And I'm very excited to get my hands on the physical cards in play. So until next time, subscribe to the channel. Check out the other videos. We have a lot of Kano content. My brother makes a lot of rules content. And draft guides. So draft is coming up again for Outsiders. So maybe take a look at his wonderful Welcome to Wrath draft guide to kind of get the gist on how a draft event works. But yeah, hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you in the next video.